Call of Duty Vanguard is going to be one of the best Call of Duties we have seen in a long time, if not the best Call of Duty of the last decade. Of course, there's some competition when we look at Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1 and those kind of OG golden era Call of Duties before the 2010s, but I think that Vanguard has the best chance out of any Call of Duty to be an amazing game. And those right now who are already commenting their negative comments like, oh, Vanguard's gonna have skill-based matchmaking, this is gonna suck, that's gonna suck, the setting sucks, to those players and to those people already commenting hate comments when no one has had first-hand experience with the game, well, you guys can hate all you want. I'm going to have fun with this game regardless of what the community thinks. It's been a long time since I've been this excited for a Call of Duty game, and just like Cold War, I'm going to have just as much fun as I want. And I'm kind of tired of all the community being super negative and hating for no reason. A lot of you might be thinking, well, that's kind of hypocritical because I talk trash on the game, and I try to differentiate myself. There's the people that will specifically talk trash on the game just to hate on it, and then I see myself as different because I try to share my critical criticisms on what can be improved in the game and some issues with the game. Sure, I might cover like the Activision lawsuit more than usual, but most times I want to enjoy the game, and I do enjoy the game. And Cold War is definitely one of the games that I've enjoyed way more than the general audience does, because I enjoy Cold War more than Modern Warfare 2019. I think a lot of people know that. And the thing is the Modern Warfare 2019 game is so divided. You have the people that absolutely love it and the people that absolutely hate it. And I think Vanguard's going to be a good middle ground. Let's talk about the engine and like the Vanguard issues there. So we all know that Vanguard is going to be running on the Modern Warfare engine. That brings a lot of joy to some people and a lot of people dislike it. But what I can say is, based off of the gameplay we have seen, and of course, this is all just based off of stuff we've seen, my actual opinion on the game could change months into the launch, but for now, I think there's a lot of potential for this game, and it's not just blind potential. There's a lot of stuff that backs it up. First one is, all the issues that the Modern Warfare 2019 engine had in that game will be reworked and polished for this game. So Modern Warfare basically walked so Vanguard can run in sense and in terms of the engine and what it can do both visually and audio wise, as well as movement and mechanic wise. So I think a lot of the issues that Modern Warfare had, Vanguard's going to smooth those over. And yeah, I think for some reason, if Vanguard still doesn't work out as a good Call of Duty, I think that's going to tell a lot of people that the Modern Warfare 2019 engine or whatever current Call of Duty engine they're running on might not be for Call of Duty. It's a great engine. One of the smoothest multiplayer FPS engines I've ever played on, if not the smoothest, quite honestly. And I'm talking Modern Warfare 2019's engine, which is going to be used in Vanguard. If for some reason the movement and everything still feels a little off in Vanguard, that just might be because as smooth and as good as the engine is, it just might not be for Call of Duty and for what Call of Duty should be, but we'll see there. And of course, I already know the Modern Warfare fans are commenting down below, oh, the mechanics and movement system are absolutely fantastic. I don't care. We're gonna get lots of multiplayer maps on launch, which I think 16 6v6 multiplayer maps. And from what we've seen, a lot of them are actually bright and colorful, which is an issue that most World War II games have. And of course, you have to have some sort of grittiness to a World War II game. I think everyone understands that. But what's really cool about this game is there's a lot of color in the screenshots and missions that we're seeing. There's still blood and gore and destruction and death all around, but the color and everything makes it balanced, and it seems very surreal, and it seems like it's very realistic but also visually appealing at the same time. So based off the screenshots that we've seen of in-game so far, there are some nighttime dark maps. That's to be expected. That's with every game, but this one actually looks really interesting. Like, the game doesn't look like brown and gray like World War II was back in like 2016 2017. Also, unique weapons. I don't know what it was, but there was the Russian mission and there was a shotgun that looked incredibly cool, and I think that gives us the first hint that, hey, even though in World War II games we tend to see the same weapons over and over again, in Vanguard, they're actually going to give us some variety and variations of weapons. And I don't think, of course, we'll probably see the PPSH and the MP40 and like kind of like those super stereotypical guns, the M1 Grand, the Thompson or the Tommy gun. There's going to be tons of those weapons in this game. However, based off of the gameplay that we've seen, they're also going to be bringing in a lot more weapons that we haven't seen before in Call of Duty per se. We might have seen them in like Battlefield 5 or like other World War II shooters, but Call of Duty wise, a lot of these guns we haven't seen yet. And of course, the super stereotypical guns of World War II, we will see. That's just a given. The M1911 pistol, the Luger, probably all that stuff will be in there, but it looks like they're going to be adding some variations of weapons and maybe even some experimental World War II weapons, or even just some fictional World War II styled weapons to make the game more interesting and fun, because I know a lot of people care about how weapons are and how realistic they are. I've seen videos going through all the flaws that Call of Duty weapons have, like, oh, this SCAR magazine actually only holds 25, so when the ammo counts at 40, it's wrong. And it's just like, there's a lot of weird channels out there that will nitpick all the weapons of Call of Duty because it's easy to do. But I mean, Call of Duty never came out and said, hey, we're going to be trying to make this game realistic as possible. It's not Battlefield, it's more arcade style. But everything so far in this game and all the information that we've heard gives me such hope, and honestly makes me think that this is going to be one of the best Call of Duties in a long time, if not the best in the last 10 years. So I'm super excited for it. I don't care that it's World War II. We haven't seen realistically a World War II Call of Duty in a long time. I kind of write off Sledgehammer's last World War II game. I feel like it's a write-off because at that time, not a lot of people played the current Call of Duties. Like when Infinite Warfare came out, a lot of people were playing Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 3 Zombies and Modern Warfare Remastered and a bunch of games. And I would say like the diversity of the Call of Duty community was at its greatest then. So you didn't have like everyone now where everyone sits down and plays Cold War, Modern Warfare, Warzone. Like those are the 3 Call of Duty titles that people are playing right now. Back then, people played everything and anything Call of Duty. Didn't matter if it was Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare, like the original COD 4 from like 2008. Everyone was just playing diverse games, but since everyone in the Call of Duty community is so focused on the modern games, especially with the popularity of Warzone on the rise, I think it's going to be a good game. We got good locations. The story actually seems very interesting. We're covering more fronts of the war rather than literally just West Europe that World War II did. So it's going to be cool to diversify the game. And one thing that I really like is Sledgehammer on Twitter has said they are trying to take into the community's feedback as much as possible, whether that's the good stuff or the bad stuff, as long as people are staying respectful and like just giving normal critical criticisms, not just saying, boo, Sledgehammer sucks, Call of Duty, boo. Which gives me hope because the developers actually care about their game and they're showing it and they're taking the steps to change what people think about the game and to improve the overall kind of approval rating of the game, which gives me hope because we don't really see that a lot of the times from Infinity Ward and Treyarch. Sure, they have like their Trello boards, but they're not very vocal with the community. Like, hey, what can we do to make the game better? And I would say Sledgehammer is the most community-driven development team in all of Call of Duty, specifically because when World War II was a thing, the biggest issue everyone had with the World War II multiplayer, which was the division system, changed and they completely improved their multiplayer 10 times from what it was on launch. Infinity Ward, Treyarch, they'll listen to criticisms, but only if bigger YouTubers or if there's enough outcry for it. Big example, look at Anti-Cheat. Anti-Cheat was an afterthought from Infinity Ward and Raven. They didn't even think about it. Even Treyarch doesn't have Anti-Cheat in Cold War, but now they're finally listening and putting that Anti-Cheat in the game. But Sledgehammer has always been really good with listening to the community, and as much as Sledgehammer listens to the community, which is a good thing, Sledgehammer has to develop the game the way they want to. I don't want Sledgehammer to play it safe and take the easy route and just kind of focus on the basics. I want them to expand off the core Call of Duty formula and make the game their own. Some of the best Call of Duties of all time were driven by what the developers wanted to do, and they did not play it safe. They took risks and they developed things differently. Now, that is a contradictory statement because we look at games like Infinite Warfare and Black Ops 4, where they wanted to change the formula and took a risk, but it didn't really work out that well. And personally, from my perspective, the way it feels like those games were made, it feels like those games were made very safe and they didn't really fully commit to making a huge change. Like Infinite Warfare, they really couldn't commit on making a modern Call of Duty game because it like, even though there was advanced movement, it just felt like a Modern Warfare game. Like a Modern Warfare game with advanced weapons and advanced movement. That's really what it felt like. It didn't really feel like they fully committed to the Infinite Warfare atmosphere and style of game, where in games like Modern War, like COD 4 is probably the biggest example of Call of Duty to date, where they took the chance and they strayed away from what Call of Duty was originally, and they took the chance and they didn't play it safe, and look how Call of Duty has changed because of that. I want to see that happen with Sledgehammer. I want to see them try new things and listen to what they want to do. If they listen, like, there's a weird balance that you have to find, where if you listen to the community too much, the game can fail. If you don't listen to the community enough, the game can also fail you. So you have to find the perfect balance of listening to the community's feedback, as well as developing the game the way you see fit and trying new things that have never been done before. And then with all of that being said, Call of Duty Vanguard can be the best Call of Duty within the past decade, as long as they continue to do what they've shown us. If they continue to care about their game more than what Treyarch and Infinity Ward have in the past couple years, and if they continue to develop the game and don't play it safe, I think this game is going to turn out fantastic. I think we're only like 48 hours away from the alpha for the Vanguard. I don't remember what the game mode is, but we're getting the alpha this weekend, so I'll actually be able to play the game firsthand, and a lot of you guys will be able to play firsthand as well in this alpha. So I'll definitely be making a video on my feedback of what my honest opinions are on that. Anyway, that's gonna be the video for today. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What are you guys looking forward to? Do you guys have any concerns with World War II and the direction that they might be going? I personally enjoy it, and regardless of how much hate the game gets this year, I'm gonna enjoy it as much as possible. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy, dislike if you didn't. There's no hard feelings. Use code WILD for 10% off all your gamer subs purchases. And right now, if you've made it this far in the video, literally in like a couple hours from when this video goes up, we're doing a Discord tournament where the winners are actually going to be winning copies of Vanguard pre-orders, the Ultimate Edition. They'll get the full 9 yards for any console. So if you guys want to come participate in that, you guys can do so very easily. Link for the Discord's in the description. Anyway, I'm about to head out, and if there is one, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
That's what I got to say.
On that note, that was a good round, Smudgy. You're doing pretty good. I see you, bro.
Good job, Smudgy. Good job, Zeus.
I love you.
TechnicallyWild going 29-3, but you're fucking ass. I'm 3-10. I'm better than you. I'm 3-10.
Hey yo, my pussy stick.
I hop ass.